So this off season is really when this little retool is going to begin. And reading through the comments, someone had a really good idea. Instead of potentially pursuing Domi in free agency, because yeah, you guys share my worries that perhaps he would decline. We're actually going to look through the trade finder because, again, we have all the trade value that we've gathered through drafts and other things like that. And yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to set a minimum age too. I don't want him too young. And honestly, let's just see if there's any in the sweet spot of 28 to 32. And indeed there are, but some of them are quite, yeah, really good. Middle stat's interesting. Look at that contract. 2 years remaining at 5.145. That's an absolutely incredible deal. And gracious, that might be the one to go for. Let's see. He should have, unfortunately his X factors kind of suck. Yeah, they do. Damn. Okay, well, move on from him. What is this Kurashev guy looking like? Another Blackhawk. Not a huge fan of the remaining years and the age, although it's not the worst. He's really good, obviously. Can play left wing too. Looks like he'd fit on our first line. I am looking for someone to actually go on that second line. Simply because I think we can, again, we don't want to overload too much talent onto one line, right? We want to kind of spread it out, and I think 2 high overall players on each of the top 6 lines, and then, yeah, anyway, Jesper Bratt, that contract's way too much. Natchez, ooh, oh god, contract's horrible. Michelli, he's gonna be stat growthed up, like for sure, because I remember we had him in our Utah franchise mode. And the X factors aren't good anyway. His only passing one is send it, which isn't amazing. Alright, hold on a sec. Let me actually go by overalls here. And okay, that's kinda could lower the age. Could also keep it open-ended, but there's a bit here. Man, some of these X factors really suck. Yeah, middle stat is almost like perfect, but his X factors just, yeah, it's a bit tougher. I mean, the value we're not super worried about, but we do have to find a decent contract. The thing I'm worried about with Michelli is that if we grab him, let's just see what kind of years he's had. 69, 68, like, yeah, he could have some stat growth. He also just doesn't have that good of X factor abilities. And then these guys up here are just way too much money. We do have to worry about the contract, so we're kind of, yeah, a bit limited here. Let me open up the age range a little bit more. We can go to 34, because we do kind of want a veteran-type person. And if their contracts are low enough, you never know. Oh my god, McDavid's 34. On the last year of his deal, holy crap. Marner, last year of his deal, too. But, yeah, we're seeing a lot of the same here. Okay, you'd only have to pay Savoie for that 1 year, but yeah, not as veteran as I'd like. Yeah, this is not exactly what I was hoping for here. I'm actually gonna sort by ages here. See what some of the best veterans are. Kyrie, way too expensive. Like it's just the price tags all in all of them are like way too much. I would 100% go for McDavid, though. Playing him on the wing, though, I mean, could work. On the second line, though, no, like, this is like, too much. You'd have to move, like, Coggins out, and, no, I don't think so. But sorting by age gives us a bit of a different look here. Frost. He at least has silver tape to tape, puck on a string, lead edges. Man, I'm looking for someone who has like maybe 2 abilities, but that just might not be in the realm of possibility here. Now, I kind of skipped over Nate just because he's right winger center, and he doesn't have a single shooting ability. Wow. This is a little bit trickier than I thought it was going to be. Trying to fit in, you know, the certain age range, and like at least Michelli has Send It, which is nice. He is 30. He won't be declining anytime soon. We have to negotiate the extension, which could be tricky. Yeah, we don't know how much he's going to want. I'd kind of rather know what I'm getting and then put it a couple years. Man, if only Middlestad had better. He's also down to top 6 too, so he's likely going to be declining. Frost is almost too long. But he has, yeah, he's got tape to tape. He kind of is coming off of a bad year. Which, yeah, his value's cheap. I wonder if he's actually stat minuses at all. And if we can keep him up. The contract is actually really good. His age combined with that makes it a little tricky. Like he'll be 36 when he's coming off of that. But I don't know, we could probably still shift away from him. We can get out from under that contract if we really need to. Maybe Morgan Frost is the play here. That's who I'm leaning towards right now. Yeah, McDavid's just going to be way too expensive. We know that for a fact. Yeah, these guys up here, no. As of right now, yeah, I am really leaning towards him. Yeah, all these contracts are just absolutely awful. That's another thing I'm going to do. I'm going to sort by salaries here. So you can see, yeah, he's actually one of the better salaries. Michelli is, yeah, I don't know. I think we go for Frost right here. This kind of just makes the most sense. Yeah, what kind of... Yeah, point per game. That's a very small sample size for playoff stuff, but it's been good. So he's not in any danger of declining, at least we think. Yeah. I think we go for Morgan Frost here. Very, very obtainable. They don't want to give up Frost, which is kind of interesting considering they're a seller. But we have plenty of stuff that they want, including Kern. We got a bunch of these guys. We got multiple years to get rid of them, though. But just deal Kern and... Could try Kern Dickinson. Yeah, let's try Kern and Dickinson here. That may even work as it is. So let me throw in some extra stuff here. Make sure I'm not getting ripped off here. I doubt I am, though. They're actually not saying woefully insufficient, so that's interesting. Let's throw in a couple threes here, see what they say to that. Okay, remove one of the threes, put the block 3 in. No, okay. Let's try it straight up. I think we're going to have to... Okay, sweeten the value just a touch. We're really close with Kern Dickinson. I mean, it makes sense. This when you consider it's kind of a lot that we're giving up. Like, we're giving up top 4 for them. Who's not bad at all. Kern is a really good sniper, honestly. So it's, yeah, you're giving up a lot, but we have the value. They're in the Eastern Conference, so I feel very comfortable doing this. We should have, yeah, let's throw in this Eckford guy. Okay, we can just get rid of some of this junk here. Eckford, Fontaine. Really? How many do I gotta throw in? Chow as well, come on. Make this go through. Really? How annoying. Someone's gotta have, like, slightly more value, like this Powell guy. Yeah. There we go. This will go through. There it is. So Morgan Frost is a Calgary Flame now. And I really like this one. He's a veteran, but he's still got gas left in the tank, you know? So he's still... Yeah, he's still going to be second line, and that's good because he actually fits into that second line real well, too. Well, is listed as such. I was kind of... Oh, wait, I thought he was also... I thought he was center / something else. Oh, well, whatever. We'll still play him on the wing. He's got crappy face-offs. So yeah, it'll be like Celebrity, Dubio Coggins, and then Sasquatch, Iginla, and Frost. That's what our top 6 looks like. Johnson slotting down with Waffles and Tej. Yeah, and then we do gotta shed Coal to Mine in here. Although I can honestly keep, he doesn't have much trade value. I'm gonna keep him and play him in the AHL. Use him in a pinch. He's someone that we can call up, right? That's what I'm kind of thinking. I don't want to keep him there because he's gonna demoralize us too much. But I think we could keep him in the AHL, and then we'll be able to tender and trade him, right? Or tender, sign him for cheap. Like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with all that. So, that's what our forward core is looking like. The top 6. We got 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we got to revamp this. Pretty much need a couple wingers for Hanzik to play with for the 4th line, and then a depth piece. Because I'm not using Bork as a depth piece. Nor would I use Gormley. And nor would I use Medvedov. Wow, okay, yeah, so... Alright, what are we looking at for defensemen? I think we need that top 6 now. Now, someone suggested to do Cone and Hilpert. I don't want to do that. They're both OFDs, man. That's a terrible idea, I think. I think I'm going to leave them both in the AHL. Cone is still the backup plan. And I'd, rather kind of see... Yeah, I'm gonna use him as an experiment until I need his value. We might tank his value, but I don't really care. But yeah, we're going to be going with... I'm going to see what happens with Rasmus Anderson. Someone said he has started to decline, but we can still use him. Like, unless he drops too much, in which case we will make a trade, in which case we will use Cone's value. But that's our top 4 right there. And then we're going to have... Where'd he go? Did I let Lozon? No, I didn't let Lozon go. Where the hell is he? What? Did I let him go? I could have swore I signed Lozon. Huh. Because he was our captain. What? Hold the heck on. That's very weird. I could have swore I signed him. Maybe I didn't. Maybe he wanted too much? I don't know. Hold on. That's really weird. I totally thought... I signed Lozon. Anyway, we're going to take a look. Oh, okay, he's here. Yeah, so apparently he was too expensive. I must have... Oh, that's right, because he was listed as top 4. That's right. Yeah, he wants... Wait, yeah, that's right. Okay, I remember now. I remember. Okay, yeah, we got $7 million to spend on 2 4th liners, 2 defensemen. Yeah. Gonna be a bit tough considering what these top 6 dudes are asking for. Maybe we go cheap with it. I'm kind of thinking about, what if we went, like, really cheap with it? And just got... Because that's what other teams do. Let's just find good stats on guys who are cheap. Screw the overalls. Novikov. It's not bad. Novikov isn't bad. 2-way guy. Oops. We don't want... Those are real expensive. Why are they so expensive? Oh, it's just the awareness bumping them up? That's weird. Look at the... Jet Woo. I really kind of like Jet Woo. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to grab... That's a lot of Pims. Okay, he was in the AHL, so yeah. A little concerned about the penalty taking, but... Yeah. Alright, let's hold off. Let's see what's going to be more important. Let's see forwards first. We need 2 4th liners, a left winger and a right winger. We got a power forward, but well, theoretically, we're going to have a power forward. We're going to try to see if we can... Why has no one lifted his 4th? There we go. Paling? Lol. No thanks. Expensive. Cotter. Solid. I doubt we're going to find, like, great player types. Grinders or anything like that. Or enforcers. We're probably just going to have to get a couple. Oh, McEwen. The awareness is quite low. The awareness is quite low, but do I get him anyway? Just because he's a veteran and he's cheap. Honestly, since we're in a roll 3 lines, will we be punished that much for having a physical presence? I'm going to say no. We're going to try some different things out here. Let's make it a one-way contract. 900K, he should sign that. So McEwen on the right wing. And I can get a two-way for the left wing, 100%. So, let's see. What about another power forward? He wouldn't be bad, Warren Fogle, but, yeah. I'm not going to get Lowell Bank, by the way. This guy's cheap. Okay, that's why. I like Cotter. And the shot blocking's not really there, but who cares? He could also take draws. I kind of like Cotter. So that's a couple guys at around 1 mil. Yeah, you know, we'll go for that. I doubt we're going to have too much competition. So that's a couple guys around, let's say we have 5 mil left. So we can essentially get 2 guys for 2.5 mil. Now, that'll limit us for a deadline pickup, but I don't really think we're going to need one, considering what we're going to have depth-wise. I would love to maybe keep that flexibility, but we'll see. So, an average of 2.5 mil here. We could go after Bjorn Foot, and yeah. He's not bad. 84. I want to see if I can get slightly higher than 84. Why is Rathbone so expensive? That doesn't make sense to me. Novikov. That's an OFD. That's also an OFD. Iorio. Yeah, he's like pretty good. What? Okay, he wants 3 years. Doesn't really change much. I could give him 3 years and exactly what he wants. He's also can play left or right. Is a right-hander. That's not bad. Says he fits into our top 4 though. Oh, here we go. Jack Thompson. Even better. Similar. Maybe slightly worse, but he'll fit into our scheme. Yeah, I'm gonna go Thompson. Now, if I increase his years, oh my goodness, really? What? Hold on, why is it changing like that? He shouldn't have any stat growth. Like, why would he have? No. No. You can't get stat growth in the AHL. Only morale growth. Yeah. 3x2, play it safe. Let's do 2x185 because he's 79 overall. Actually, I'm gonna go to 175. Let's do that for Thompson. I like that. I really do like that. And then I don't mind Novikov either. Although, yeah, it doesn't fit. I would love to find someone who fits into our scheme. Okay, we have no idea about this ball guy. I could risk it. But, 83 awareness is a bit low. We have no idea about Bjorn Fott either. But he's kind of good. So, let's see. Does he... Oh, he decreases his price a lot if we go to 2 years. So, we'll do 1.5 for him. Let's get 2 of these guys at 2 years. Lock up our top 6. I know. People want the young guys. Nah. We're going for veterans. We need some more veteran insulation here. And that's what we're doing. So there we go. Obviously, we still... Well, might need the goalie. People are worried about Hellebuck, you know, declining, as am I. If he falls to, like, back up, then he would decline more, but... In which case, I'd rather go for Georgiev. Also because he's cheap. Was awful, though, as a spear. I mean, he was on crap teams, so yeah, that's not great. Hellebuck's a bit expensive for a risk, right? He is a bit expensive for a risk. let's advance a couple days here. Let's clean some of this stuff up. Let's see who we get on this team. Alright, we got Bjornfoot, we got McEwen, we got Cotter, and Thompson. What? No? Why are they trying to give me Troy Terry? That's so weird. Alright, let's get all these guys off the block. We'll make trades when we see fit. I don't need any offers. Saying I have an excess of goalies and defensemen. Alright, so that was everyone, right? All the, yeah, I think so. Okay. We got 43 contracts, it says, but we still got potential guys to move. Hellebuck is still available. But other people went. But Hellebuck is still available. It's probably the price tag, but if everyone's filled up on goalies now, we might be able to get that. But we do got to keep an eye out on Hanzik. Also, yeah, Tholomew Plague, but he's still going to want a King's Ransom. We have to wait for the reset for that. In the system is where lunch is going to be. Oh, yeah, we don't even have... Yeah, so he's still asking... We don't even have the amount... we can move Everett Scott, but I'm hoping that we can actually sign him to less money. That's the hope here. And that's what I'm kind of waiting on a backup. We may have to make a trade for that backup too, which is fine. We can do that. But yeah. It's going to be a little bit interesting. And a little bit tricky to make all of this work. But we're hoping... Yeah, we'll be able to match the offer in several days or something like that. So... I'm just going to keep simming up here. I'm going to wait for... Oh, that scared me. Mason McTavish to Boston for 2 seconds. Really? Okay. Just going to keep advancing here. And I'll keep checking on the price tags. Yeah, he's gone down a lot. Hellebuck's starting to go down. Not by much. You know what? What if I... I'm actually thinking... If Hellebuck is still going to be available, if we get to the reset, his potential will change, right? If that doesn't... Yeah, that's, I think, the best bet, actually. So, we're going to sim up here. I'm not going to get the lines taken care of yet. Hanzik accepted his qualifying offer, so I'm pretty sure that was a cheap qualifying offer. Either way. Yeah. We know about Becky Lunch. Dunn in a 5th to Chicago for Reichel, Yannick, and a 3rd. Alrighty. Boom. Becky Lunch accepted the qualifying offer. So there you go. Played hardball. It worked out. And I'm still going to wait. Alright, so here we are at the end. Let's actually see if Hellebuck is available, whether or not his potential has changed. That's going to tell us a lot. Not available. Okay, they all got swooped up. That's okay. Again, I would rather play it safe. I'm not going to give 2 mil to that, right? So we did get Becky Lunch to a 4.2 mil deal, and we still have cap space. We can now move on from Everett Scott, and we should still be able to pursue Becky Lunch at some point, and I think would be RFA after all this. So let's see. Now, Everett Scott did request that if he were to be traded, it would be to Chicago. They got Nedeljkovic, and there we go. I mean, that's kind of what you're after. A veteran-type goalie. Won't decline, has fringe starter. Currently in the AHL. Probably because, actually don't know why. They want to give up Vanashek. I'm not. Vanacek is less likely to decline, but Ned is listed as backup. Okay. about Vanishek? One overall worse, but I have no idea. Let's just say Nedeljkovic, because yeah, we don't really need to match blocks here. We're giving them so much. They're gonna have a nice little 1-2 punch in Scott and that other dude. Pensick. Did I also draft this guy for some? No, I don't think I did. No, for some reason it was like, yeah, reminding me of something. Now, I don't think there's going to be anything from them I want. Who's this guy? Not really. I might just pick up picks here. Although, their picks are actually kind of expensive, because they had a weird year last season, and their roster quality is not amazing. But they are on the block. A second and something else, maybe. Let's see, a second and a third, plus Nedeljkovic for Everett Scott. Yeah, that'd work. All right, we're gonna fleece him. Not really. We're just gonna see what else we can get. All right, we could maybe get like a 7 in there. I don't care that much, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Never mind. Okay. No, I was right on the money with this. So, we'll get Nedeljkovic, a second and a third from this upcoming draft for Everett Scott. There we go. Which, all things considered, that's not too bad. Disregarding his potential and overall and stuff, given his sample of work, that's a good return. So, there we are. I think that's all the moves we need to make. Should now be Becky Lunch. Yeah, went down to an 81, of course. Why not? But whatever. Listed as a backup. It's actually saying Bjornfoot. Oh, it's because it's calling other dudes up. Yeah. All right. So, at this point, I'm going to get the lines and stuff taken care of. I'll see you guys in a bit. So, the lines for this coming season are as follows. We're going with Celebrity, Coggins, and Dubiel on the top line. And then Frost, Sasquatch, and Iginla on that second line, as we sort of theorized and talked about here. Third line is going to be Trey Johnson, Tisha Ginla, and Mr. Waffles. And then a fourth line of Cotter, Hanzik, and McEwen. Not the strongest fourth line that you'll ever see, but yeah. And McEwen did drop to bottom 6, but he's still physical. That's why we have him, right? Physical presence right there. Hanzik, Cotter can take care of the defensive part whenever they do get ice time. Again, remember, we're still roll 3 lines. Defensively, this is where it gets kind of interesting. Korchinski, Anderson, going to play them together for that +3. Plague and Juracek playing them together for a +3. And Bjornfoot and Thompson also has a +3. The 2 new additions that we just got for our top 6, both on 2-year deals at very, very reasonable prices too. So I like that, because what it suggested was doing this, and while this isn't bad, you can argue, well, then you have a puck mover on each. At the same time, Bartholomew Plague has Send It, and he's got really, pretty decent puck moving. And I want to see, I just want to try this out, how this is going to work with a top pairing that looks like that, rather than kind of going more of the other way. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I like symmetry too. +3, +3, +3. All right, so power play. It's very, very, very similar to what we've seen. Sasquatch, Dubiel, Coggins, Korchinski, Celebrity, Coggins feeding Dubiel, Sasquatch puck carrying. Getting Celebrity on here, trying to get him, most amount of points as we can. Get him some stat growth. Second unit, Trey is the net front. Joey Ginla taking the shots. Morgan Frost feeding him, as you can see. Morgan Frost is also going to be the puck carrier. Tej and Rasmus Anderson on the points. Penalty kill, it's whatever the heck EA says. Yeah, this is what it suggests, so I'm just going to kind of roll with it and see how it works out for us. I don't know how it'll do, but I guess we'll find out. The extras, as you can see, passer, shooter. It is going to give Plague and Juracek here, which is okay. Plague's going to need some extra ice time here and there because of, what he's listed as. The second one is Frosty Ginla. Then you see Korchinski Anderson, and then Celebrity Johnson. So same forward pairings, Kaczynski, Plague, and then Anderson. Extra attacker, we can go back to doing Dubiel and then Sasquatch. And the shootout lineup is, I never change it now. It's kind of nuts that it has Dubiel out of the top 3, though. You sure about that game? Come on, dude. It's kind of stupid. It's kind of very stupid. Whatever. Yeah. And of course, goalies Becky Lunch and Nedeljkovic. Scratches Anderson, and I forget. I didn't actually sign a depth piece, but we have way too many guys in the AHL. So I'm calling up this Jyrki Maki guy. He can't. The downside is he can't really play. You know what? Yeah. What are the odds we have a 4th line injury? I'm actually going to switch this. There's another guy. There's some sniper who I'm actually going to call up instead. I want Maki to actually play. So we're going to instead call up Gormley here, who's like a low elite sniper, who kind of is built more like a playmaker. So I figured this guy's going to be a good hybrid production guy we can throw in anywhere. So I'm actually going to switch these. He's actually listed as depth too. So AHL best lines. And there we have it. You can take a look at what the AHL looks like. Maki's going to be getting freaking top 6 time, which is pretty good. It's kind of ridiculous. Defense. I'm not going to bother to switch this because the second we have an injury, you know, it's going to... I don't care. They could have -3. Like, they're still going to dominate. And Cone is actually really turning into a great backup plan. Okay, so that is what we're going to be rolling with throughout the course of this season. Now you can see the new depth pieces. Gormley, Anderson. And yeah, Gormley could play 4th line too. It doesn't matter. So that's what we're rolling with here. I am a fan. So I am going to check those extensions one more time. Mostly for Plague. See if he actually wants a reasonable deal. It's not bad, but we're getting kind of tight. 28 mil next year. Who else is coming up? Anderson. Okay, yeah, fair. But you got to think we have to replace him with something. Because yeah, we're gonna pretty much play him out. Oh yeah, and the goaltender. That's a lot for a DFD, but how much is it gonna get much better than this? Let's see. Let's see what the price is gonna be. Let's just see what this price is. You know what? I think I'm gonna do this. It's not like hugely ideal, but it doesn't go down much if I decrease it. This is like just over 8.5. It's 8,575. I think you do this. I think I'd be kind of dumb not to do this. 8,575. Although he is RFA again. Do I wait? I don't know. I don't know, man. 8,575 is really good. I don't think I should wait. So I'm going to sign him. Again, we can keep going cheap on like depth pieces and things like that. So it's kind of the idea here. What options? What options could he be considering? Yeah, this is pretty much it for Rasmus, I think. Like, the way he's been declining, maybe we can get him for like 1 more year after this, but it's going to have to be a very team-friendly deal, if anything. All right, yeah, we got our squad, and we're gonna have to recheck on Becky Lunch as soon as we're able to, which I think is around January or something. All right, I did want to. I think I still had rotations on because we didn't actually. It was an injury that. Yeah, we do have rotations on. Okay, we're good to go. No, don't exit. Oh my god. Menu lag. Thank you. All right, here we are. Now we are ready to go. Let's just see how we're going to do here. We'll go through the first couple months. All right, yeah, Plague extended. So it's not super team friendly, but I would say that's a fair deal for him. Absolutely not. Okay, this is annoying. Let me just edit this, get these guys off. Yep, surplus again, of course. Is it like it just doesn't believe me, or it just... I don't know. I don't know how that works. It might be like it has other things already queued, and it throws them in there, but I don't know. All right, awkward preseason and an awkward start to the regular season. Not the greatest start. But we can easily bounce back, right? There we go. No. All right, that's better. I like that. I like those games right there. Weaker than normal in the draft class. We'll see. We'll find the Medvedov. That's AHL, isn't it? Has to be. Yeah. We'll just throw in, well, the only forward that we have. All right, we're gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna best lines. I just, for some reason, that name gave me pause because we signed some new guys, of course. Has been injured with injured thumb. And now that we don't have the 85 anymore, now we have goaltender injuries. So Becky Lunch goes down. Ned's gonna get the starts. Either one of these guys can come up. Let's give it to Marsh. We want 1-win games. That's an unfortunate injury. But again, that's something we could target at the deadline too, is like a better backup in case of this. And now I'm really starting to think of that. Let's see how Ned does though. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we gotta throw in whoever. Ovechkin! Ruslan Ovechkin. The legend himself. Nice wins right there. Becky Lunch is back. Come on. God. Hate the menu lag. Not bad. Marsh probably didn't even play. Actually. Yeah, I played a game. Good for you. Alright. And we're going to send Marsh back down. Not a bad game for Marsh. You're 909. Not too bad. Losing him around for getting sent down. Come on. You knew that was temporary. Okay, and then we'll throw in Marsh. There we are. Oh, we lost to Chicago. Boo. Medvedov, that's best lines for the AHL. Tough loss, but we came back with the win. 15-7-2, though. Pretty good start. Second in the division behind the Ducks. And Coggins is going nuts with the points so far. Let's see how we're doing overall as a squad. I like this. 404 goals for, 288 goals against, 26.9 power play, 84.5 penalty kill. Everything is going swimmingly. We've played a lot of games on the road. Look at that. Look how many games we played on the road compared to home games. Wow. Very road-heavy start to this season, but we are crushing it. It's exactly what you want to see. I bet your third line's doing better than it's ever done, even though it's not really a scoring third line. Yeah, not really. But Coggins, Dubiel, Sasquatch at point per game on the second line, Celebrity just below, Frost just below, then Joe, 9 goals, not bad. But yeah, he's kind of competing with Sasquatch. Still on a good pace, 60-point pace or so. Maybe more than that. Tej, 13 points, not bad. Trey with 12. 9 goals. Yeah, you see that third line is kind of good in that way. They're all on 0.5 point per game pace. That's really good. All right, and there's the fourth line. Korchinski, 15 points plus 3. Keep an eye on those plus minuses. Jesus, Thompson and Bjornfot are actually crushing it on that. Is that top 6 pairing? Yeah, Plague and Jurich. Yeah, it's a Korchinski-Anderson pairing right now that's a bit weak. We'll see if that continues. Ned's been fantastic. And Lunch has been pretty decent as well. 9-10. Can't complain about that. Again, I more care about playoff performance. That's the main thing. Okay, now let's, I guess, just, no, I can go, yeah, actually, one more month. Yeah, let's do one more month, and then I won't check on growth. Let's actually go to the second, because it has to be on the first or the second. I think it's January. I think CBA is February, but in this game it's January. I could be wrong, though. Medvedov out again. Tough losses there. Oof. Come on now. Oh, don't tell me we're actually going to be faltering in this month. That's some bad defense. Last bunch of games. Time to tighten it up. Yeah, 50 points. Okay. Let's see. Oh, wait. Who am I? Oh, right. It's the goaltender. Doesn't want an extension now? Really? You know I don't like giving long-term extensions to goalies, but... That's so much. That is so much. If I lock that in, we're going to start running out of that cap quick. Let's see. I don't... I mean, at this point, for a starting goaltender, it's not awful. But yeah, it's over 7. Like, it's an 87. The thing is, UFA, right? That's the thing. Down to a 903, though, save percentage-wise. I'm going to let it run a little bit more. And then I'm going to think about changing that defensive pairing after I get the extension in place. I'm just going to go up to here. Because it's a bit curious. Is it the goaltending? Is it that like our top defensive pairing kind of struggling? It's hard to tell. We're winning some games here now. I do want to see if I'm going to get a better price. Oh, no. Okay, it's just a sprain. But MCL sprain for Rasmus Anderson. That'll be Axel Anderson heading in. We could take a closer look if we want to mess with anything. And we just won 2 out of 3, so probably just keep it up to the deadline. He's only out till here. I don't want to break up that other pairing, honestly. We're in the top of our division, 2nd in the NHL by the looks of it. Still doesn't want the extension. Numbers are hovering around that, which is like, why do you want that much money if you're... It's the same price tag. Man. I don't know, man. We were spending 8 before. If we do 7 something, and then for any backup, we'll be spending about that. Yeah, I don't know. 7% of the contract. What's the durability at? 90? Why is he getting injured so much? The glove sucks. Wow. Yeah, the glove is horrible. It sucks how small the sample size is, right? Like, it looks, like, for the most part, it looks really good for playoffs. But it's such a small sample size. I don't know about that price tag. I really don't. I really don't know about that price tag. It's giving me pause. I don't know. It really is. You know, it's essentially going to be 7.55 or something like that. Maybe 5.25. I didn't really check, but it's 7.52 something. So, yeah. If I could somehow get it under 7, I'd be more than happy. Oh God. Now he's getting now what? Becky's gonna kick ass. Rasmus Anderson fully healed. Good. Oh, that's right. It was up here. It's -7. Whoops. Yeah, I totally forgot that it was the top 2. That pairing's amazing. Korchinski. Nah, yeah, like, even together, they're not great, right? I feel like if we split this up, it's going to be miles better. I think if we balance it like that. So remember -6 right now for Rasmus. -2 for Krasinski. Well, that's going to be more of an end of the season thing that we have to remember. Hilpert. That is AHL. He's the defenseman. Okay, 40, 21, and 3. Could be better, but yeah, we're tied for first in our division. Only the Devils are better than us and the Kings. What happened to the Ducks? Wow, they fell off. Must have had an injury. Alright, so... Oh yeah, our goal scoring went down a lot. 3-8, but like that over 4 wasn't necessarily sustainable. 3-0-2, I don't like that went up. Power play went down slightly. Penalty kill also went down slightly, but it's still pretty good. We'll see how we stack up now. Goal scoring, third best team. Goals against, though. Yeah, in the top 5, technically. Power play percentage, we're in the top 10. Penalty kill, in the top 5, actually. Wow, okay. 5 shorts. Well, the top penalty kill team has 0 shorties. Wow, how the heck? Okay. One good thing about Seattle is their penalty kill. Yikes. Alright, check out our individual stats as well. Of course, CynFtWProductions, dude, he like, one of these, he might fuck around one season and hit 80 goals. He's just 2 goals below goal per game. Good gracious. 83 points, 62 goals. Coggins with 71 points. Sasquatch has 65. Second, 2C, by the way. 2C. Celebrity, 60 points. Frost with 55. Iginla, 27 goals. He'll hit 30 for a second-line score. I love it. 48 points. He'll hit... Yeah, like I said, he was about on pace for 60. Should still hit that, although he's a little bit below it now. Trey might hit 50. He's got 20 goals for a third-liner. Tej, 38 points. Waffles, 29, but he's the grinder, right? And Trey has 23 goals, so hey. How much is McKeon? He hasn't even declined. I don't even care. Whatever. Defensively. What? They haven't, like, moved. I mean, it was a small sample size, but still. And, yeah. Ned is terrific as the backup. Again, I don't care as much about the regular season stats, but also, if I'm going to be paying him a lot of money, give me both. Give me regular season good and playoffs good. Right now, we're not sure of either. But also, can't all be on the goaltender either. We have to be able to outscore our mistakes at times. Our defense has to be able to bail out the goaltender at times too, right? It's hard to say. Hard to judge. But... yeah, with all this in mind, man, I kind of don't want to pick up another goaltender because Ned's doing so good as the backup. That doesn't mean anything when it comes to the playoffs, of course, but, yeah. So, if we were to grab something, what would we grab? I don't know. You could make the argument where you get someone better than Tej and shift Tej down, but he kind of experimented with that already. Yeah. He's not the best. Honestly, Tej. I'm keeping him because his name's Iginla, but yeah, really, he isn't the best. You could get a better 3C. And then Hanzik can be scratched because he's listed as depth. But, man, I don't know about Tej anymore. He just never... he changed to elite, but then, like... yeah, he's just not panning out. I really don't want to move him. I want him to finish off this year and perhaps negate any stat minuses he's had. I don't know if we grab anything, and if we do, what we grab. I don't know. See if there's a better grinder than McEwen. That's kind of it. Like a 4th line shift. What the heck else would we get? Or since Waffles is, you know what he is, we can kind of transition that 3rd line into... yeah, there's a couple things we can do. So we'll do some diligence right here. Take a look at a couple things. You don't really need to go for a grinder if you could find a sniper to shift everything on that right side down. You kind of don't necessarily always want to do that, simply because, you know, you want Joe to still do good and produce, score, etc., so forth. But there's an extended Nick Robinson. Whoever the hell this Nazar guy is, this is the only like real rental. Freaking, it's always Chicago with all these guys. Or you could pick up a third line guy and not shift down. Like you can snag. We could bring Kuzmenko back again. Playing on the first line there, huh? Wow. You can bring back a 36-year-old Kuzmenko, put him on that third line, and you have a lot more options if a sniper gets injured. Or you can get Gensel for in a similar vein. But Kuzmenko still has top 6. Ooh, I really like Kuzmenko. And with that, I wouldn't actually replace Joe. I would keep him probably on the third line and then move him up in a pinch. We'll see about chemistries, but yeah, I would probably do that. Snag at Kuzmenko. Yep. That's kind of the main option. Plus he's got X factors, including Snappy and 1T. Or is that off the rush, actually? I actually think that's off the rush. And not 1T. Yeah, it is off the rush. But he still does make it Snappy. Not the greatest power play guy. But you can throw him in somewhere if you want to. But I'm not taking, you know, obviously you don't take away Joe's spot. This guy's a rental. But that's a nice veteran piece, man. That is a real nice veteran piece for that third line. That could be it. Or we still keep that line as more of a checking line, in which case you don't really have to make a move. Yeah. Well, that's what we'll think about here, and in the next video we'll also check out the growth and things like that before or after we make deals, or maybe just after the season's all over. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about those potential trades. Let me know what you thought about the retool here so far, kind of giving ourselves a new look. Remember to hit that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.